What's up, guys, gals, and ghouls? Kyle here, playing some Outer Worlds. Not really much of a talker, but I'll talk as I can. I know I streamed this a few days ago to test my streaming capabilities. And I think, like I said in that video, I really enjoy this game. I've had a lot of fun. It brought back a lot of original Fallout memories for me in a way, but also kind of mixed a lot of newer things that I've been enjoying about games in general. Okay, so we've just arrived on the Groundbreaker pretty much. In the last video I went and got the secret weapon that's here, which is the hammer. But I don't use a lot of melee weapons in this game. Why swing when you can shoot?
Go back to Byzantium, you gold-plated bastards.
Yeah, no one wants you on ground.
I'm just gonna hang in
And
the back.
I've already beat this game once, and I said this in the last video too. And last time I played this, I played more towards the rebellion side, and against the board.
You are not he.
And a nice guy, I guess.
Something happened to my
This time I kind of plan on doing it being a little more of a dick, and trying to help out the board more. So this is an interesting part of the game.
Oh no, this is
And I'll get to
terrible.
it. I'll let this guy talk through
My
some of
dear
this for a
friend,
minute.
What devilry is this? In whose miserable fever dream am I trapped? Oh, Alex. He was my dearest friend.
Oh, I shouldn't have clicked that.
My only friend. You have his ship, you must know. That picture of us on the promenade, me hugging him. Ah, that's just like him. Such a sentimental man. Tell me, how did he die? No! How dreadful. Right. You're going important places, I'm sure. Big, exciting, important places. There, I've removed the flag from your ship. I'm terribly sorry for the inconvenience. However, before you go, Alex promised to tell me the location of Phineas Wells. I'm sure you've seen his wanted posters all over the colony. Did Alex tell you where Wells might be? Anything at all?
Alright, so this is kind of the interesting part I was talking about. You're not super far in the game when you get to this point, and the guy that saves you, your character, and kind of gives you all these missions is Phineas Wells. And in my original playthrough, I was no rat, and I did not give him up. But I'm very, very interested to see how the game progresses. If you do turn him in, I wonder how much is skipped. I'm gonna do that another time though, because I don't want to spoil anything for people who may not have played this game yet.
That's...
So,
well,
sorry, maybe another time I'll do another stream or video and kind of show what that leads to.
Oh, I'm sorry. This is terribly unprofessional of me. Is there anything else I might help you with?
But I'm also assuming that you can come back to this dude at any point and tell him you know where he is. So maybe I'll do it later on.
I'm afraid.
We'll see.
Miserably, terribly personal. I don't intend to be. It's... Information on the whereabouts of Phineas Wells would go a long way.
This guy.
It's... Well...
I still ain't no rat.
My white way. It's fine. Really. It's perfectly fine. I understand. Now,
I think
if
he
you've
just
nothing
pouts.
else, please see yourself
That's
out.
about it. Yeah, see, it
I'd
looks
like
like
to
we can
drown
come back
myself in work.
at any time and tell him where Phineas is. I'm gonna get the hell out of here. So, I like the way the skills work in this game, but I feel like with most RPGs, it gets pretty easy when you up your stealth and dialogue. Especially this game, I focus a lot on the dialogue and stealth early on, and you can do almost whatever you want, and you get a lot of early good loot that way, which seems pretty obvious. But you got melee skill, and with each of these skills, you level the main skill. So, like in this instance, you'd level up melee, or you level up ranged or defense, and then that levels up all the subcategories. And once those subcategories reach 50, you have to level up the subcategories individually, which was a really interesting way to do it. I play on normal difficulty, so maybe it means more in the harder run, but I'm not too sure. And I play on normal because I'm not amazing at video games. I don't pretend to be. And then also, in my opinion, the perks are fairly useless in this game, except for a few key ones. Let's see here. Let's do, man. I'll do the walk speed. I don't really care for much anything else. The perks are mostly good for companion stuff. The time dilation thing, which is a skill your character has. You just slow down time during a fight. And in my first playthrough, I honestly I kept forgetting that I had it, and it wasn't really needed. So it's not a big deal to not use it. It would probably come in handy in harder difficulties. And I know there is a survival difficulty where you have to eat and sleep and etc. So I'm assuming it's good then too. Let's see. I gotta do my skills. So I've been spreading all my skills out between stealth, tech, and ranged. Ranged is obviously the guns, and you upgrade ranged, and it increases all gun skills, like I was saying earlier. But as you level up these subcategories, you can see you get kind of skills to use with them, which is, some of them are really nice, and some of them I just didn't feel much of a difference. Like the headshot thing, it doesn't really matter too much, honestly. At least in the normal difficulty. Defense, obviously your dodge, and you have your block, and you have a dodge in this game. Your character just kind of like dodges back or to the sides. Dialogue, you can persuade, lie, intimidate. They each kind of pop up specialty, scenarios, or sometimes they all pop up. You saw in the when I was talking to the guy earlier, lie popped up, and so I had obviously high enough lie because I have 42, and it was 10, and you get experience for using it. But it honestly really kind of changes how stuff happens in this game sometime, and I've only done one playthrough of this, so I haven't been able to see too much difference yet. I was paying more attention to the story and just shooting things before. You have stealth, which I think it's weird to have hack and lock or hack in there, but I could understand it, I guess. And as you progress, your sneak gets better. You get, bonus attack. And the hacking and the lockpick is just a game changer for this game. If you level these two things up, you can go anywhere you want to and do whatever you want. You can get information to shorten really long quests, find nice weapons and armor, different shit. And then lockpick is nice. for obvious reasons. Um, but the hack is really interesting because you can hack the vending machines that sell you things, and if you don't level this up, as you can see in the skill unlock there for 20, you can't sell things to the vending machines, which is awful in this game, because you're out for quite a while, sometimes out of towns, and me personally, I just hate fast traveling so much, so I try not to fast travel too much. And so it's nice to be able to stop by the vending machines and sell them, but it's kind of a pain in the early game if you hoard things like I do. The tech skill tree, medicine, science, and engineering. Science and I think engineering plays a small part, but science plays a big role in what science weapons do, and that's what this hammer is categorized as. It's two-handed melee, but also the science skill will up the effects of whatever this hammer does. And I didn't use this in my last playthrough. There is also the shrink gun, and I think if your science skill's higher, it does more damage, but it also keeps them shrunk longer. I'm not for sure. I'm not entirely sure. Right now I'm running with an assault rifle, which I really enjoy the assault rifles in this game. Plasma rifle, shotty, and a pistol. You get a few better guns later on, but that's basically the lineup that I run with for the most part. I'll swap out the pistol for a sniper at some point, and then eventually I didn't use the laser weapons too much. I'm not a big laser weapon person, I guess. In other games like New Vegas and stuff, I never really got too much into that. Oh, I didn't save this. And I'll just do this. Accept. Alright, there we go. Go over here. Yeah, so see, this is the terminal. You can have access to most of them, and it's usually just garbage. And you can just click through these real quick. I don't really read too much into these kind of things usually in games, unless I'm really into the backstory. But there's just too much sometimes in this game. So you hack it, and you get a few extra little tidbits here. Oops. And you can see I got experience there. Sorry for my weird menu and button hits. I've been playing some other games and my brain's just not working for this yet. Alright, let's go talk to this lady. I think she'll give us what we need to go to our next mission. Mags are what you use to hack, or I'm sorry, to lockpick. And I'm not sure why this stuff's free to take, but I think everything else in here is stealing. Yeah. Which if you steal, it's pretty, if your Y and everything is up, it's pretty easy to talk your way out of it. And that kind of comes into a big play later. You have a thing called a shroud, and if you enter in a restricted area and you have a ID card for somebody in that area, your character will disguise as them. But it runs out, and when it runs out, you have a chance if you get caught to lie your way to get the shroud back. I did not find this in my last playthrough. What is it? Oh, it's just a squatter journal. Got some bit cartridges. That's the money in this game. Let's see what else is here. Oop, that's not crouch anymore. Yeah, I have no idea where I am right now. Because I did not go in here in my first playthrough. I'm just kind of exploring now. This is new. Okay, so see, I'm in a restricted area now. And if I had an ID card for this area, my shroud would make me look like that person. Yeah, you can see at the bottom it says this requires ID. So I'm just gonna see what's in here. What? Oh, there's some mods. Oops. There's some mods for guns. A few bit cartridges. And so you can see I don't have enough mags to pick this door lock. And that's interesting. I'll have to come back here when I get a few more and see what that is, because now I'm interested. So we'll just make our way back. There's no other exit. Oh, okay, I don't remember where I am. And I think, oh, yep. These are the vending machines, and there's the different corporations. There's not too much of a difference. It's mostly in the armor. You can see this is riot control. You go to this one. It's troop armor. But not too much different in what they do, for the most part. Let's see, I don't want any of this. I can sell some things while I'm here. And that's a bypass shunt. You use that to hack computers, it says, obviously. And I hoarded the crap out of food and medicine in my last session. I don't know, I never used any of it and never needed to on easier difficulty. So I guess that's on me. But oh well. See, do I have any weapons I could sell? And you can break down weapons and armor for parts, and that's what you use to upgrade or repair and tinker with. So let's see. Let's use this armor for now. I'll chunk that. Chunk that. Sell all junk, which is a handy feature. I was thinking there was a workbench in here, but it doesn't look like it. So we'll just go and talk to this chick. Get going on this.
Bless my heart. A stranger come knocking on a poor old woman's door. You here for a particular reason? Or did the neighbors tell you how good my sugar cookies are? Made without a single natural ingredient, or an oven. Just like store-bought. Those have been the height of illegality since Stellar Bay turned their noses up at the board. You and I could be thrown to the void just for discussing such a transaction. Lucky for us, Groundbreaker's a free port. We're outside of the board's control. For the time being, at least. Now, I only have the one nav key.
Shit,
And they're
I
hard to
forgot
come
this
by
part.
these days. It won't be cheap. If you find yourself lacking in the... Well, I find I'm in need of a ship captain. Do you know Edna, over in engineering? Sweet as a pea, that one. On occasion, she'll pass along transmissions I might find interesting. She sent me a recording of a distress signal she'd scraped from the Groundbreaker's comm array. Curious thing is, it came from an outpost called Roseway. And Auntie Cleo abandoned that place years...
So I'm not going to get too far into the backstory stuff while I'm playing right now.
Here's a copy of the SOS
Because
recording, complete with the coordinates. If you should find
I already read through it all in my first playthrough.
Might be I could find a buyer.
So I'm sorry if
Corporate
anyone
bigwigs will pay top
watches
bits
this and
for
wants to
inside
see
information on their competitors.
more
The more we got the corps
more
fighting
talking
each
through
other,
this, but
the less
more
time we got to
backstory. I
meddle
mean,
in our affairs. Don't forget
Got
to
it.
come find old Gladys when you're done.
And let's see if
I
she has
found a
anything good for
handsome ceramic
sale.
mana pillar at a salvage auction
I
last
don't want
week.
a fucking mana pillar statue. That's stupid. Oh, that's a good one there. That turns your weapon into an electric damage. Electric's good for robots later on. And I can't purchase this right now.
It's almost time for today's episode of the Chairman's... Yes, take that
Oh.
darling ship of yours down to Roseway, where that distress signal I told you about came from, and ferret out some tasty corporate secrets for old Gladys. Shouldn't be too tough for a fella like you, I'd think. Anytime, sweetheart. You know where to find me. Here, take a candy with you.
I don't know why this hasn't updated the quest.
Great law, is it hot in here? Or is it just... Yes, dear. Take that darling ship of yours
I
down
don't
to
know why it's
Roseway,
not updating.
where that distress signal I told you about came
Oh,
from.
shit, okay.
And ferret out some tasty
I
corporate
thought it was,
secrets for old
I didn't realize it
Gladys.
was a distress signal.
Shouldn't be too tough
Okay.
for a fella like you. Anytime,
I thought
sweetheart.
she,
You know where to find me.
I remember this mission and I thought I was just stealing shit. I forgot that it was an actual distress signal that I'm searching. Shit, I forgot where I am. So I mean, you can steal this right now and have pretty much
You know
no
that sound when you
consequences.
snapped on an injector clip?
Except you'll have a
That's how you
hit
know
to your
your
reputation.
weapon loves you back.
But in my last playthrough, I
I got
had
a
a
full line of
100%
weapon
reputation with
modifications I'd be happy
Groundbreaker
to
and
show
a
you.
5% bad reputation for stealing the gun, so it didn't really matter too much. Let's see, anything that I want. I'm really ready to get a sniper again. That gun was ridiculously overpowered in this game. So I'll save real quick because I'm not 100% sure if stealing that gun is a issue I might have since I was playing it differently. So let's see. And if it's fucked up, I'll just reload. Since she gets all mad.
What do you think you're doing?
You can bribe, lie, intimidate, persuade.
I don't have time for this.
So now I have a new gun. And I got experience from stealing the gun. Let's get rid of this. And this is oops, that's the slowdown time. I always push on accident. Oh, I gotta switch my...
Rizzo's Purpleberry Bunch. Salt, flour, candy shell, carrots.
So we'll head to this distress beacon and scope that out. I remember it being a little bit of a pain in the ass.
Hey, you got a second?
Oh yeah, this
Hey,
dude.
we don't know each other yet, but I'm Felix Millstone. I was in the middle of a little discussion with the local authorities when you passed me by.
Oh yeah, I didn't even
I
wanna
noticed
deal
your
with
ship in
that.
port. Got to thinking you might be looking for some crew, so I wandered by. Just to take a closer look. Gotta hand it to you, boss. That's a fine-looking ship. Only thing it's missing is me. What? No. No. Okay, yeah, maybe a little. I'm not trying to be all creepy like. I just want to make a good case for myself. Just give me
Oh
a shot.
yeah, I remember
That's
this.
all I'm asking. I could be the best damn crew you ever hired.
This
You're
is pretty
serious, you're
great.
giving me a shot.
I enjoyed this writing here.
All right. Hang on. I put together a little speech, just in case you asked. Hey there. I'm Felix Millstone. I have prepared a list of reasons why I believe you should hire me to join the crew of your ship and/or outlaw gang.
I'll just let this roll, because this is pretty wonderful.
Firstly, I am highly personable, and I get along well with anyone who is not of the jackass persuasion.
Don't we all, man?
I'm sorry. He's funny.
Secondly, I can be counted on in the event of a firefight, standoff, and/or raid. My motto is, if you need a steady gun hand, I'm your man.
We didn't need the voice though,
That
right?
motto is it's a work in progress.
Let's hear the
Additionally,
rest.
I have several years of experience as a box hauler.
Oh yeah.
This skill may come in handy if you need a body dragged away or a door held open while escaping enemy fire.
Oh
In
nice.
conclusion, thank you for considering me for your ship crew and/or outlaw gang. I look forward to our
wonder if he would wipe my
adventures
ass.
together.
I thought that was
Sounds
real
like he
good,
would do
Felix.
anything.
Thanks for the vote of confidence. What do you think? Am I in?
Yeah, let's just get
Wow.
him on board. So yeah, that's how you get companions in
You
this
don't
game.
know
They
how
literally
long
just
I've been
kind of
waiting to
throw them
hear
into
that.
your lap. You don't have to go searching
Thanks,
too
boss.
hard for them.
You're not
There's a
gonna
few
regret
side
this.
ones that you kind of have
You
to
got a
do
crew now, Felix.
a little bit. I know there's a priest in the first city. I can't remember the name off the top of my head. I ditched him in this game. He was annoying. I didn't like him. I mean, they did a good job of making his character. I didn't like him for that reason. But the character in the game itself that they made was good. Good enough for me to hate. The personality. And so yeah, we're headed to my ship now. The ship, the Unreliable. Who usually has some quips when you come in.
Didn't I request no more fertilizer shipments be brought on board? Who keeps ordering these?
I love the way you get the ship. It's definitely that old school Fallout humor. And I really enjoyed it. So this is a workbench. You can modify the guns here. So I'm going to take my assault rifle. I'm going to make it electric. And let's see, I already got a gyroscope on that. And then the gold weapons are ones that you have equipped currently. But these gray ones are ones that the people in your party have equipped. And one of the more annoying things that I found about the game, and wasn't super big deal, but if all of your followers are on the ship, then all the weapons are up here. And so sometimes you can get a little lost, like not sure which character has which weapons. If you had two people with a pistol, it's kind of a pain. Other than that, though. So let's see, what was I gonna do? You can tinker, but to tinker you have to have, I think it's your engineering. I'm not entirely. It's either engineering or science high enough to tinker. And this is how you increase the damage of the guns. So it increases it to. Do a couple. You can do your armor as well. I don't really want to upgrade this too much. I'll be replacing it soon. That's why I haven't modded my armor yet. Go ahead and fix that. Yeah. Well. And you get weapon parts from breaking down weapons, armor parts from breaking down armor, and that's how you repair. Tinkering costs money, which kind of sucks, especially when you get to higher level, unless you've got a good amount of money, which I was getting it in waves, where I'd have moments of having tons of money and then times of not having any. And then, yeah, we'll break down This one. Do I have a second assault rifle? I do. I usually like these more, so I don't know why I had it switched out. But, oh well. And I like Parvati a lot as a follower. I kept her the entire playthrough last game. I like her personality, and she helps with some good skills. And then you get the upstairs of the ship. And it's pretty important. I know I said I don't really go through the backstory stuff too often, but it's pretty important in this game to come here as early as you can. Because going through all these, you find out about the science weapons, and you kind of get the side mission for that. You can see here. You read the emails, and then it becomes a part of your mission. And I also recommend going to Phineas's lab as early as possible in the game, because that's where the shrink ray is. I don't store stuff too much in this game, mostly because you're either using it or you're not. It's one of those games where, like, if you like the assault rifle, you're going to be using the assault rifle the whole game. You're not going to change up too much. But I was keeping science weapons in here, so I don't use the hammer ever. So I'll put it in here. I might play around with it at another time, but yeah, I don't use it. And you can't equip it to companions, which kind of sucks. You can't. I can understand like the shrink ray and stuff. That'd be kind of silly, but I don't understand why you can't give them the science weapons. I feel like they should at least be able to use the hammer or something.
Welcome back, Captain. How can I be of assistance? The unit is a cleaning service.
So that's another
Hawthorne
companion.
brought it on
There's a
board
robot
some cycles
upstairs.
ago, I'm sure with the intent to modify it, but I've never seen it up and running.
But you have
Alex
to
likely
go and look at it
reported
before you
progress
can
notes
talk to
detailing
her
his
to get it
efforts
as a
to modify
quest
Sam. If you check
to
the
get him as a
terminal in your
companion.
captain's quarters, we may be able to determine what work remains in order for Sam to properly operate. Yes, Captain. Beginning playback now.
There's viscera and death everywhere.
Well,
Gunfire,
it's everybody's life, man. Come
the
on, calm down.
unemployed. For law's sake, if anyone's receiving this, please send help. What? No! No, no, no!
Captain, we are now capable of accessing the Roseway landing pad. Also, corporate protocol requires that all distress signals include a list of key personnel for retrieval. The embedded names are Anton Crane, Vaughn Cortez, and Orson Shaw. I'll be here.
Edgewater is the first city you go to.
We're now in orbit above Roseway, Captain.
So this planet's not too bad. The next planet you go to after you buy the nav key is kind of a pain in the ass. It's not awful, it just, man, there's just so much shit to fight. And in the higher difficulties I could see running out of ammo pretty easy. It's pretty hard to in the normal difficulty,
No
I feel
guards,
like.
huh? I like this place already.
So we'll make our way down. But yeah, if you're a big looter, if you just scrounge everything and hoard things, it's pretty hard to run out of ammo. I feel like it's pretty littered everywhere.
Something chewed clear through that armor.
Go ahead and switch that out, I think. No, god damn it. Why could I switch that? You can't put a gun in your inventory if you're holding it. Oh shit. but you can apparently switch. I don't know why it let me switch that. You can't normally do that because it promptly started to refuse to let me do that. So that robot was funny at first, but annoying in my first playthrough. Let's move on up here. I don't have any markers popping up.
Clear the roadway. Obstruction of commerce is punishable by a fine of...
So yeah, I'm a looter. Oh.
Score one for Felix.
Shit, I knew there were enemies here. I was wondering why they didn't pop up on my radar yet. So I'm on the normal difficulty again in this playthrough. Is this anything? Card money. It's nothing. Yeah, not much in here. I think this one was closed. Yeah. Another person. Adreno is your health kits. Yeah, I'll take it. You can always break things down for it's in this game you take everything. Anytime you find guns or armor, you try and take it. I still have a hard time remembering to, just because you can, even if you don't want to hold on to it and sell it, you can break it down instantly, and it's good to always have parts, because you can just upgrade, or not upgrade, but you can repair, constantly keep things repaired. Oops. I always hit the X button to take things. So you can sleep in beds for the hard difficulty, but since I'm on normal, it doesn't really matter. It just kind of changes time. I don't think it heals anything specifically. Man, I shouldn't have used my mags on that door. It was garbage. Oh, I can do this one.
Oh, clever.
Once you get a certain rank in lockpicking, if, like, you know, whatever mine is right now, because this lock was so easy, I didn't have to use any the mag things. I was able to just pick it because my skill was high enough. But if it's higher than a certain skill level compared to yours, then you can't pick it without mag locks, or whatever they're called. So yeah, I go into these computers and at least click through. I try to click through all the stuff, just because that's how you pick up some side missions and stuff like that. I didn't read too far into it when I was playing originally, so I feel like I don't know where I picked up some side missions, and I don't know what came from computers or what, so I just kind of keep doing it, that way I don't miss anything. Oh, I'm going backwards, aren't I? Sure am.
They left their own outside. What? Was it that bad?
Oh, I should have been picking up some armor for my followers here. Change my. Let me give myself the better armor here. That works. That's much better. I think she's kind of outfitted, it looks like. I have helmets turned off because it muffles the voices in game. And then it was hard to hear. And you can you get perks for your companions as they level up as well. He's got a nice melee weapon there. He's set up with some nice guns, so we'll leave him for now. I'm just gonna break down some of this stuff really quick. It's kind of always a choice for me of whether to keep it to sell or to break it down. But if you start, you don't really need to sell stuff too early. It's slow to build up money that way. It's better to just find the money and get it through missions. Because there's not a lot that's worth a ton to sell early on. So it's better to just keep breaking crap down as you find it and build up your spare parts. And then later on you can sell stuff and get the money that way if you want, but you already have your parts, stored up. You don't have to do as much. This game does get a little more difficult later on. Some of the enemies get kind of annoying.
I done had enough of this. Alarms went. Scientists. Name of Anton. Oh, before I forget. Anti-Cleo's makes the best pharmaceuticals in Halcyon. Better than nature. Not like that crap Spacer's Choice pedals.
So now we're here. You might call it a night for tonight. I still have a job and have to work in the morning. So I gotta eat some dinner and get ready for that. I plan on doing more streams more often. And then on the weekends, I'll do longer ones. I might get a couple of long ones in this weekend. I think we'll be playing some games as well, so we'll see how that goes with Pedro and them. But anyways, thanks for watching. We'll pick up here next time. And yeah, we'll get into more shooting then. Actually, we'll keep going a little. Nah, I gotta get going. So yeah, we'll pick this up probably tomorrow night, or I might just film myself playing and put it up as a video. We'll see. Kind of was in a boring area here, and I wasn't super prepared for this stream. I just kind of felt like streaming when I got home. So yeah, these things are kind of assholes, but they're not too bad. I get more annoyed by the Manti. They're pretty annoying enemies. So yeah, see you all next time, and thanks for watching.